Hey, everyone. Welcome to episode 304 of Skywalking Through Neverland.
Hi, guys.
This week, we're going to be talking about the scariest attractions at Disneyland. Originally, this was supposed to be like a segment where we talked about Haunted Mansion, Pirates of the Caribbean, Snow White's Scary Adventures.
Yep.
But while digging deep, we found scarier attractions.
Mm-hmm.
How about that one?
This one or this one?
Well, we're picking it out of background right now.
Yeah. We need a different background.
Or
like this one?
Yeah, let's try that one right there. All right.
Let's do it. It's nice and big. Hi, you guys. Hey.
What kind of background do you want to see?
We're going to try this. Okay. Hold on. Oops. Don't want to share the screen. I want to change our background. Woo!
To this. Okay. This. Or that.
Okay, stop. You're making me nervous. All right. Let's do...
Do you want some Disney? Do you want some pumpkins? Do you want some pumpkins at Disneyland?
Let's try it.
Well, you came to the right place. Oh, look at that. Oh, look at that.
That's very nice. Let's turn on our light, though. Let's see. Is this plugged in?
That is very cool. Oh, I like this.
Yay.
Kelly says, ooh, fun.
Gotta get all ready.
Pierre, Jason, Kelly.
Should I just wear these again?
Hey, guys and gal. Ooh.
I like these.
Well, then where's my... Should I wear my Disney hat?
If you want to.
No, it makes me hot.
Oh, well then don't.
All right.
Actually, this is bugging my ears. So you know what? Yay! I'll wear it a different time.
Okay.
You want to wear them?
Okay.
Try them. All right. Hi. We have Kelly. We have... Hi, Purple Tink. That's a fun name.
Where do you see Purple Tink?
Right here.
Oh.
It's Purple Tink.
Hey.
That's the spirit. Ooh, we see what you did there.
Oh, gotcha. Oh, we can see pumpkin's going through my shirt.
Oh, yeah. Oh, that's funny. Wait, that's yellow, though. That's not green.
No, it's not green or blue.
That's really weird. Well, you can kind of see through my forehead, so you know. It's all good.
I'm wearing my Ben Cooper Halloween shirt.
I like it. It's very nice.
Yeah, this shirt, let me show everybody. This shirt here.
Yeah.
Any kid of the 70s or 80s recognize this design from the Ben Cooper costume. And that's where you had the vinyl jumpsuit and the plastic mask with the rubber band in the back.
Mm-hmm.
And they were selling these design shirts somewhere. We got one and I lost it.
Oh no.
But then after we had the guys from Ben Cooper on the show a couple of years ago, I wanted another one. So what we did, we took a picture of my original official Ben Cooper Darth Vader costume, and Sarah took it into Photoshop and fixed it up and made it into this shirt.
Yeah.
That's why I love this shirt so much, because this is not just a reproduced graphic. This is the graphic.
The original graphic. I just made it available to print on a t-shirt. So, yeah.
Love it.
We put it in the computer.
And now you can see right through Vader.
Yay. I love it.
My favorite color and my favorite character next to Stitch is...
Where's Stitch?
Darth Vader or Tinkerbell?
Is Stitch behind us?
I don't know. Speaking of Stitch, we got a couple of things we can talk about.
Yes, we do.
I like it. I like it too. We should do this for all the other Ben Cooper costumes.
Do what?
This.
Oh. And have a whole line.
Yeah, we need to dig out all my costumes.
I like it.
Me too. I think I still have my Spider-Man costume from like 1976.
I don't know if I have mine. My mom always made my costumes. So I have like a bunny out there. I've got a Mrs. Frisbee from the Rats of Nim. Mary Poppins I still have. But yeah. Yay.
I still have my Tusken Raider costume. Bits and pieces of it we still use for other things.
We're reminiscing.
Yes,
That's
we
true.
are. Went down
a rabbit hole.
Path.
A Mad Hatter hole. No, I don't know.
A hoojib hole.
A hoojib hole. Okay, so actually,
like we put it on the Facebook group post, we're gonna be talking about the scariest Disney attractions. So have yours chambered and ready to go, because we'll be asking all of you StreamYard huggers. What are we calling everyone now?
Well, they're on Facebook or they're on YouTube right now. So
Okay.
So it's both. It's everyone.
Okay, I'll use face huggers. Purple Tink just said, "This is my first time here. You just showed up on my screen."
Well, we're magic.
How did that happen?
We're magic. I don't know.
Oh, well, welcome. Everything happens for a reason, Purple Tink 007.
That's right. And also, is it really Mad Hatter Day? Did I just randomly say that and stumble? And what is Mad Hatter Day? Let us know.
Is it the unbirthday? Whose unbirthday is it?
It's always everyone's unbirthday, right?
YouTube here. Oh, she's on YouTube. Yes, it is. Well, no.
What?
On March the 10th and January 16th. Those are not unbirthdays.
That's true. Okay. You're all saying
Yep,
10-6.
Oh,
'cause that's on his hat.
Yes.
Oh, that's his hat size, right?
It's on his hat.
Okay.
Oh, I feel silly now.
Oh, I know. Hey, get the Mad Hatter hat. Do we have that? No, that'll make you too hot, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Well, it's a cool hat. Okay.
Well, I got the Johnny Depp version.
Right. I know. I like that version. Oh, but it
Yeah.
doesn't have 10-6 on it?
No.
Oh,
Mm-mm.
I'm sorry.
That's just the other one.
Okay.
That's clever.
All right. Clever girl. Should we start?
Clever. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Let's do it.
No, we're good. Let's talk about Halloween. And then we'll start.
Now we can start because I pressed record. Okay. This is what you can look forward to on episode 304 of Skywalking Through Neverland.
Hey, Skywalkers! It's October! So we can now legally talk about Halloween every single week of the month. And we're going to kick things off this week by talking about some truly terrifying attractions at the Disney parks. Yeah, you heard me, terrifying. But before we get into all that, let's welcome everyone to Skywalking Through Neverland. We are your enthusiastic podcast destination for the many decades of your Star Wars, Disney, and Marvel fandom. I am Richard Wolosky, but now everyone, please say hello to my sweetie wife, Sarah. Hey, Sarah.
Hey. Hi, sweetie. Hi, everyone. You didn't quantify me with anything this week. I'm not sure what to do now.
You're my darling wife, my darling pretty little wife. Look how cute you are right now.
Okay, I'll take it.
She got herself all made up, but I always tell her, you don't need to put on all that makeup. You're pretty enough just for me.
I know, but I like putting on makeup. It's all girly and fun. And it's really good thing that right now I'm not wearing green eyeshadow because then you could probably see through my eyes because we have a green screen right now. Right?
Yeah.
But I'm wearing blue today. It's all blue.
For everyone on StreamYard right now, you can see this.
Yes, on
And
YouTube.
For anyone listening, you'll have to just imagine it.
It's true. It's true. But you also have to imagine when we give you guys a big Wookiee hug.
Oh, we don't need to imagine it.
No?
No, it's the Wookiee hug coming at you right now.
Okay. Yay! And also a little sprinkle of pixie dust because you are our family of Skywalkers and we want to welcome you. We want to thank you for listening to the show every single week. And also, we just want to share our joy in this adventure through fandom with you. So thank you for being here.
We are recording this from Long Beach, California on October the 6th, 2020. And as the Turkels pointed out, it's Mad Hatter Day.
Woohoo! 10-6. Anybody know what size that is in hats?
Big. That Mad Hatter's got a big old head.
Oh, I
A
love
big old
it.
noggin there.
He does. Well, we are being sponsored by Small World Vacations. They are a diamond-level Disney vacation planner travel agency and can help book your trip to Disney parks around the world, maybe even Hong Kong Disneyland.
Why would we want to go? Oh, I know why we want to go there.
Mm-hmm. Well, listen on. Now, best of all, their service is free of charge, so head to smallworldvacations.com for a no-obligation price quote and tell them that Skywalking Through Neverland sent you.
Thank you very much. Now, Minnie, tell us what time it is before we can move on to our big show.
It's time for Halloween. Oh.
That's great, Minnie, but what about today on 10/6, Tuesday?
Oh, fine. You're no fun.
I know. I'm horrible. I'm no fun whatsoever.
Well, Richard, it's 2:54 p.m.
Was that so hard, Minnie?
Yes. Give me some coffee.
Oh, Minnie's got some sass today. All right, now coming up on this episode, we will go through the truly chilling haunted mazes. And these can be found not here, but at Hong Kong Disneyland. They took the horror mazes found at places like Not Scary Farm and Universal Horror Nights and Disneyfied them. And it made us deeply, deeply jealous that we don't have these. Oh,
I know.
So we'll just have to go through them all and just be green and orange and black with envy.
And use our imaginations, which is fun.
Now, we also have shout outs and things we want to share. It's 4:54 in Indiana, says Mark.
Nice. You must be in Central Time. 2, 3, 4. Yeah. Okay. Are we ready?
We're ready.
Okay.
Get comfy. A long way to go.
So for things we want to share, first of all, I wanted to share what's coming on Disney Plus this week. And coming October 9th, it's premiere season. So we have a series premiere, The Right Stuff. And this series is all about the incredible story of the early days of the U.S. space program. And it's based on the iconic best-selling book by Tom Wolfe. And newly formed NASA, they select 7 of the military's best test pilots to become astronauts. And so this whole series is about that journey. And the first 2 episodes will be available on October 9th on Disney Plus. And Richard, we got to see them at the world premiere Disney Plus Drive-In Festival last night.
Well, we sure did, and took our good friends Kelly and Courtney from the Neverland Clubhouse podcast.
That's right. That's right. And in fact, if you want to hear a breakdown of that evening, well, you'll have to go to the Neverland Clubhouse podcast on October 13th, where we recorded a little segment right after we attended the event. So yeah, we won't share that here. We'll share that on Neverland Clubhouse. Okay. And you can actually, blah, blah, blah. Hold on. Oh, here it is. And you can go to Apple Podcast and subscribe to Neverland Clubhouse right now. Just search Neverland Clubhouse in your podcatcher. And all this week, all the podcatchers should be grabbing Neverland Clubhouse and have it to subscribe to. So even if you can't subscribe right this moment, try again in 24 hours or again in 48 hours, and it should be there.
Now, when is The Right Stuff premiering on Disney Plus?
On October 9th. And the first 2 episodes will premiere.
All right, for everyone who have seen the show For All Mankind on Apple TV.
Yes.
Oh, this is just like that, but not nonfiction. This is the real story.
Well, it's based on the real story.
Yeah. Whenever you hear real story, it's like 30% real story. So you have a little give and take there.
Okay.
And this is from the book that the 1983 movie was based on.
Right.
Now they updated it. I'm not sure he can update something that was taking place in the 50s and 60s.
Well, I think because it was a film, right?
The Right Stuff was like a 3-hour film.
Well, so there you go. So this is a series. I believe there's 8 episodes.
Yeah.
So
not updating it, but filling it in with all the little details about the characters. Because in that 83 movie, you didn't get so much on the characters, just on the plot and the story.
Right.
Now we get to dive into each of these 7 astronauts.
Yeah. So I'm really excited about this coming out on October 9th, and you guys should be too. All right, first of all, we have this fun fact just in from Bryn McKinnon. The card on the Mad Hatter's hat is a price tag in Old English money, pounds, shillings, and pennies, which was then written as L/S/D. So his hat cost 10 shillings, 6 pence. Oh.
So that's not the size. That's how much the hat costs.
Oh my gosh. I guess he's just wearing a hat from his shop.
Remember when, what was it, the late 90s, when everyone loved price tags on their hats to be cool, I guess it was. I don't know. Well, the Mad Hatter, he started that trend decades earlier by leaving the price tag on his hat.
Oh my gosh, that's hilarious. By the way, hi, Mom. Yay. Okay.
All right, now, before we get into the crazy haunted mazes found at Hong Kong Disneyland, we want to weigh in with a few others that we find really scary. Not so much mazes, but Disney attractions.
That we've actually been on.
Or not.
Oh, or not.
Now, while doing research on scary or terrifying Disney attractions, I came across this one, which I am so surprised I have never heard of since it was co-created by George Lucas.
And you've never heard of this?
How did this slip under or over my radar? I feel like I should turn in my fandom card.
Oh.
There you go. All right, I'm out.
Well, okay, so tell us about this, because I'm so curious.
All right, now this is called the Extraterrestrial Alien Encounter, okay? The not extraterrestrial, extraterrestrial.
Right. So you have to say like extraterrestrial.
Yeah, it doesn't exactly roll off the tongue.
Oh, it kind of does. Extraterrestrial.
Not my tongue. Now, this is a sensory thriller from Disney and George Lucas, as the sign says.
That was the tagline, and you still don't know about this?
Yeah, I know.
What
Okay,
were you doing?
I'm embarrassed. I'm embarrassed.
Okay, so when did it open, and where is it? And tell us
All right,
that.
now, this opened in June of 1995 at the Magic Kingdom and closed in October 2003.
So this was at Walt Disney World. Huh.
Mm-hmm. Now, if you're like me and never heard of this attraction, it's in a theater in the round setting.
Okay.
So imagine Stitch's Great Escape, which is pretty much what it was, because Stitch's Great Escape took over this ride when it closed.
Oh, okay.
This closed in 2003. Stitch's Great Escape opened in 2004. Who's beeping in?
That's you.
Now, the story behind this is that an alien that looks a lot like the one from the movie Alien, and side note, this was supposed to be an alien attraction. More on that a little bit later.
What? At Disneyland?
Yeah.
Or Disney World? But yeah, holy cow.
And this is even before Disney bought out Fox.
Okay. Well,
So,
yeah.
Well. Worlds way ahead of their time once again.
Okay.
Now, the creature was beamed into a tube in the middle of the theater by mistake, and as soon as the creature gets there, he escapes. So imagine like a big Bacta tank, a big test tube, and this alien, he's transported from another galaxy into this tube, and then boom, he's out of there. He's gone. He escapes, and a power outage happens and plunges the chamber into total darkness. And as guests sit there helplessly restrained in their seats, a maintenance worker attempts to restore the power, but he is mauled, and
what?
And a spray of fluid flies out into the audience, hitting them in the face.
That's gross.
So the theater is dark, and you feel all this wetness on your face as you hear this maintenance worker being just mangled.
Okay.
All right? Yeah. All right. So, want to hear more?
Okay.
So, after the spray of fluid, the guests feel their seats rumble and shake as the alien makes its way through the crowd, and during which time the guests also feel the breath of the alien on the back of their necks and drool dripping from its mouth.
That's freaky.
Now, I can remind you, this is at Disney World.
No kidding.
Mm-hmm. Finally, the power comes back on, and the alien was driven back into the teleportation device, but overpowering the tube, and it caused the alien to explode right before the tube was closed down.
Wow. Okay, there's people in the chat who have been on this ride.
Oh.
So Glenn has been on this ride. And Purple Tink says that attraction freaked me out.
Yeah, weigh in on this because we've never been on this.
Oh my god. Oh, okay, so Glenn says I went on that ride once. So this sounds a lot like Stitch's Great Escape, which is a ride we've been on only once too.
Yeah, and that was way more than enough.
Yeah, because it's similar. So wow, this does sound horrifying.
Which is one of the reasons why it closed. Now, this was a co-production between Walt Disney Imagineering and Lucasfilm, and has a reputation for being the scariest thing Disney ever produced
Wow.
within the parks.
Yeah.
It was so intense and frightening that Michael Eisner shut it down after way too many complaints from guests.
Jeez.
Initial complaints were that the lighthearted tone of the pre-show did not prepare the audience for the big scares of the main show,
Okay.
and also that the main show's story was difficult to follow.
And why was that?
Mainly because the audience was yelling and screaming in terror, so the audience couldn't hear the story as it unfolded. Now, this is when our old pal George Lucas comes into the mix.
Oh.
Lucas changed the storyline of the attraction to focus on an original alien. Not the alien from Alien, but more of an original alien.
Okay.
And his version's storyline had the laboratory being a front for exposing humans as guinea pigs instead of an alien monster they had captured. All right, so let me say that part once again.
Yeah.
So his version of the storyline had the laboratory being a front for exposing human guinea pigs. They were being, yes, because this laboratory was experimenting on humans.
Okay.
So then they changed things around so that a monster was then being captured. Then, after the alien menaces the audience for a moment, it is revealed to be a sentient alien. Okay?
Okay.
And the alien wants to escape and also free all the guests in the attraction as well.
Okay, so did they actually change this right up a little bit?
Yes. So
Okay.
the original idea was that you would be ushered into this chamber and you were going to be experiments.
Gotcha.
But this creature comes in and we find out it's a sentient good creature because he wants to free everyone before they're turned into experiments.
Okay, I get that.
All right, now
That's the wrong one.
Now, the scientists respond by trying to destroy the test chamber and the guests and leave no evidence. All right, so once again, the scientists respond by trying to destroy the test chamber and the guests to leave no evidence behind. But the alien holds off their weaponry and frees all the guests.
Huh.
So it's the humans that are bad.
Okay.
It's kind of like E.T. in a way.
So, but the alien holds off. Say that line
Yeah.
again.
But the alien holds off their weaponry and their attacks and frees all the guests. Now, the grim tone of the laboratory corporation called XS Tech and having them abusing the general public, that didn't quite sit well with Disney, so they wanted a more watered-down version. Because George Lucas was always about the big corporation being the evil empire,
Right.
so he was doing that with this
Okay.
big laboratory being the evil antagonist in this ride.
Right. But
And Disney said, well, we're a big corporation. We don't want to be portrayed that way.
Yeah. Wow.
So do you want to hear even more?
Well, okay, so I'm a little confused in that the original description of the ride, is that what it was, or is that what it
The
was
George
intended to
Lucas
be?
version.
No. The original description you gave
Oh,
us before
that was
George Lucas.
what it be. That's what it. Say that again.
So the original description you gave us before you mentioned George Lucas, is that
That's
the ride itself?
Yes, that was what the ride turned out to be.
Okay.
More of the alien getting blown up at the end.
Okay.
Whereas
Okay.
George Lucas wanted the nice alien, but he was making the humans and the big corporations look like an evil empire.
Mhm.
So you know what? What can we do? Everyone loves to see the big alien being taken down in the end, so they went with that more of a conventional storyline.
Okay. Gotcha.
Not the way I would have wanted it.
Huh.
Now this attraction, are you all set now? Are you all clear?
Yeah.
This attraction had 2 pre-shows, one of which starred Jeffrey Jones, star of Ferris Bueller's Day Off and Howard the Duck. But after
So, say one of which starred.
what did
You
I
said
say?
started.
Okay. Now this attraction had 2 pre-shows, one of which starred Jeffrey Jones, star of Ferris Bueller's Day Off and Howard the Duck. But after his run-ins with the law, this was one more step in Disney's decision to let's not do this ride anymore. Their decision to
Close it?
close down the ride. Yes.
Okay.
So the second pre-show, just like in Star Tours, after Paul Rubens got into a little trouble with the law.
Right.
Disney said, let's not have Captain Rex in the ride anymore because people might associate him, Paul Rubens, Pee Wee Herman, with bad behavior.
Exactly.
Just once again, like Captain EO. Yeah, Disney is Johnny on the spot when it comes to their reputation.
Mm-hmm.
Now, the other pre-show featured a droid named Sir, and he was voiced by Tim Curry. All right, so who can tell me what Star Wars connection Tim Curry has? That's right. He voiced Palpatine in the Clone Wars.
Oh my!
Right.
Oh wow!
Right after Ian Abercrombie. Right after Ian Abercrombie passed away.
Wow.
Yeah, and then Ian McDiarmid said, "You know what? I'll come in now. I'll take over from here."
Okay. Wow.
Now, Sir is this droid. He's demonstrating the lab's practically painless teleportation technology using a cute little animatronic named Skippy.
Aww.
This cute little fuzzy little animal.
I love that.
Mm-hmm. Oh, don't listen to this next part because this experiment didn't go well when the creature's charred appearance after being teleported a short distance across the room suggested the technology was flawed.
That's mean.
I know. It's kind of foreshadowing what we're going to see in the main attraction.
Wow. Okay.
Now, other performers who voiced characters in this attraction were, you ready for this? Everyone please stand. Tyra Banks.
Please stand. What do you mean?
Now, these actors were on video screens.
Okay.
All right.
So kind of like.
So other actors who made appearances on this attraction on these big video screens were Tyra Banks, but they decided let's not use her voice. Let's have another actress revoice her.
Oh goodness,
Mm-hmm.
That's weird.
Kathy Najimy.
Okay.
And Kevin Pollak.
Wow.
One of the brownies from Willow.
Huh. Okay.
All right, now, okay. One last thing. I mentioned this ride was going to be based on the 1979 film Alien, and the original name for this attraction was Nostromo, a reference to the spaceship from Alien, and the creature was going to be that big, giant, terrifying alien. But this idea was scrapped for two reasons. First, it was deemed way too frightening for a Disney attraction,
especially at Magic Kingdom.
Any park,
any
really.
Park, but like honestly, Hollywood Studios maybe could have gotten away with it.
Actually, the prop they used in this when they were designing it ended up over at Hollywood Studios in their Hollywood attraction ride.
The back, yeah, right,
yes,
right.
Now, and a second reason.
A second reason they didn't use the ride?
Now, a second reason why this was closed was because that Alien was based on a movie that was rated R. And at this time, all the rides had to be based on a film that was PG or had a G rating.
Gotcha.
Of course, that's changed since because we have a lot of PG-13 movies in there now.
Right.
So that gets my vote for one of the scariest rides and attractions, one of the scariest attractions at any of the Disney parks.
I would probably have to agree with you there. Even having not ridden it, just the description of it just sounds terrible.
And it is kind of confusing just because they had so many changes.
Yeah.
At one point, Michael Eisner said, let's make it a little bit scarier. And let's take it back. Let's go up a few more notches. And
it's so weird.
So the story was all over the place.
Okay. Well, yeah, so your scariest ride really made me think of probably the scariest ride I've been on, and I'll just briefly mention it before I mention my pick. Okay. So you mentioned that this ride, what was it called? The
the Extraterrestrial Encounter.
Yes. That closed in 2003 and made way for Stitch's Great Escape, which came on the scene. And yeah, so we rode this once. I think it was 2010 when we went there to Disney World. And Yeah, it's the theater in the round. It's kind of the similar story. You have a pre-show, and then you as guests are ushered into this theater in the round where you're strapped in. You're not just a seatbelt. It's like strapped down onto your shoulders.
Mhm.
You're all strapped in, and then all of a sudden, I think Stitch appears in the middle instead of the alien, which Stitch is an alien. And then, yeah, he escapes. Stitch's great escape, right? And he's moving around. You can feel his breath. And then they took it up a notch here because at one point, Stitch, I think, burps or whatever. Anyway, but you're strapped in, you can't leave, and this horrible smell comes around the room. And it's like, no, I am never riding this again. And it's just not a terrifying attraction. It's just a gross attraction at that point.
This was the only ride in any theme park I've ever been to in my life where I actually wanted to leave.
Yes. You can't move though. You can't leave. That's the thing. You're strapped in.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it's awful. And then things are crawling behind your back and
like, all right, just get it over with.
Oh yeah.
Burp, crawl, whatever you gotta do, just to end this torture.
Yeah, it's just awful. And Disney must have got the memo because the ride stopped.
It wasn't even really a ride. It was more of a little show.
Well, yeah, but I mean, you're in a ride space kind of because you're in that.
Yeah.
I think you even go around a little bit. I'm not sure what happens because we only rode it once, but yeah. So basically, the ride stopped. Disney stopped using the ride in about 2017, but they officially closed it in January of 2018. That was the last time it worked, and then just this year, July 2020. Walt Disney World announced its permanent closure, and it's going to be turned into a new ride, apparently.
Thank goodness.
Which might have to do with Wreck-It Ralph. That's not the official announcement, but that's like, that's what's in the rumor mill, like that. Yeah.
Anything would be better.
Yes, and Kelly brings up a thing. It's like Bug's Life. Yes, that is another ride which I don't like watching. The Bug's Life. Because you're sitting on the seats.
Oh, the show. The show. Okay, gotcha.
A Bug's Life show.
Yeah.
You're sitting in seats. It's a theater.
And you're
watching.
That show.
See, you love it. I hate it. You're watching it, and mosquitoes are on the screen, and then all of a sudden something's poking you in the back, and you're like, oh, what's this? And then you see ants crawling, and then all of a sudden the ants crawl up under your seat. Like, oh, it's creepy.
I just don't like it when things are sprayed in my face.
Oh, no.
That's where I draw the line.
Well, and that's what happens in Bug's Life as well.
Yeah.
That's
the one part I
Spoilers.
just don't like.
Sorry. Yes. Okay. So I just had to bring up that as a, what is that?
Tangent.
Honorary mention. Mm-hmm. Yes. So now we are going to get to not an attraction really, but something mysterious that always makes me think of Halloween. So there's something mysterious lurking under the castle at Disneyland Paris. Now, I love how each of the Disney castles around the world are different. They all have like different secrets about them, or at least not necessarily secrets, but you only know they're there if you do some exploring on your own. Like Disneyland's castle, it's pretty tiny compared with all the other castles around the world, but it's big enough for a Sleeping Beauty walkthrough attraction, which is very easy to miss because the entrance is just this normal doorway with hardly any signage. But it's really fun when you get in there and there's not a lot of people. I mean, I love looking at the Sleeping Beauty walkthrough. Well, Magic Kingdom at Walt Disney World, their castle, the Cinderella Castle, is so grand. And it has that entire restaurant inside where you can meet the princesses. And yes, Richard, we've done that. But it also has a Cinderella suite above that in which a lucky few can stay overnight. And I've never done that. Anybody raise your hand if you were able to go sleep in Cinderella suite? Anybody? Let us know. Well, okay, so now let's go to Disneyland Paris because Disneyland Paris's castle, Sleeping Beauty Castle, also has a secret, and you could miss it if you just kept walking on through the castle drawbridge and did not turn left into the Dragon's Lair.
This was, I would say, aside from Galaxy's Edge,
yes,
the most spectacular sight ever at a Disney park.
Absolutely. La Tanière du Dragon.
Just hearing that sends shrills down my spine.
I know. It's
Chills.
so exciting. So yeah, if you turn left and you go and you're like descending these steps and you keep going and you descend more steps, and this is like underneath the Sleeping Beauty Castle at Disneyland Paris, you can find, all of a sudden you're walking through and you get to this chamber that opens up, but it's kind of like a cavern.
Mm-hmm.
And you're on this bridge, and then you look down and there's a sleeping dragon chained against jagged rocks, and she's sleeping.
And she's pushed all the way back.
Yes.
So you could really just walk through this pathway and not even see the dragon.
Exactly. Except if you happen to be there at the right moment where she might wake up a little bit and stir and breathe some fire and smoke.
Oh, when she is awake, then you'll know it. This thing is huge with a tail that wraps around stalagmites, stalactites.
Yeah.
It moves and shakes and has a little bit of life to it.
So this dragon is 89 feet long. And in 1992, when the park opened, it was the largest audio animatronics figure ever built. Not anymore, but still, that's quite the feat.
I wonder what beat it.
I don't know. Let us know if you guys know. And one of the main sculptors of this beautiful dragon is Terry Hardin, who is a former Disney Imagineer, and she helped shape Disneyland Paris. She did a lot of sculpting and everywhere. And we have some comments here from YouTube here. Purple Tink says she met the lady who designed the dragon. So you must have met Terry Hardin. That's amazing.
She had tours where she would bring people over to Disneyland Paris, and they would tour around the castle, and she'd give everyone behind the scenes stories about this dragon.
It's amazing. And Milton is asking, how do you know the dragon is a she?
This is not any Milton. This is Milton Bradley.
Milton Bradley.
Milton Bradley, yeah. He made toys back in the 70s and 80s.
Like Operation.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
Well, and now he's listening to the show. Thank you, Milton Bradley.
Well, Milton, we know the dragon is a she because we also have spoken with Terry Hardin on Skywalking Through Neverland episodes 221 and 222, where I was talking to her about the dragon and was like, oh yeah, and she's so beautiful. And Terry was like, oh, well, I'm glad you said she, because that's what I thought when I was sculpting her. So you know what? The creator says she's a she. The dragon is a she. And I always assumed it was a she because I thought it was Maleficent. I mean, it's Sleeping Beauty's castle. It's the dragon. Maleficent turns into a dragon. Ergo, dragon is a she.
Okay. Now, Rex Racer is saying, I'd like to see a picture of this dragon. You Google it.
That's the thing.
Yes. Or just look on our site on the posting that we had for episode 221 and 222, because we took 1 million pictures.
We did, but the lighting is such in that cavern that you really have to go see it live in person to really appreciate the full effect. Pictures just don't do this dragon justice.
Yeah, that's a pretty good marketing gimmick too.
Mm-hmm.
You gotta go see it yourself. And even if you did see a picture or video, it doesn't match at all what the experience is about seeing this thing in real life.
Oh, yeah.
Because if you were told, yeah, Disney has a real dragon and this is it, you would totally believe them. That's how realistic this giant animatronic puppet is.
Well, it breathes, right?
It breathes.
Like
little puffs. And some movements are very subtle, like little puffs of smoke that comes out of her nose, the little blinks. Mm-hmm. And when she gets wild, she storms and stamps. And when we were there, people, when they saw her in her full glory, the dragon, they would literally scream and run out of this cavern.
Kids.
Oh, yeah.
Because we sat there, we were there probably for half an hour at least.
Way
like,
more than
watching.
that. It was so entertaining.
Yeah.
Watching these people, even adults, being terrified of this big animatronic puppet, which, once again, you were told this was a real dragon, you would totally believe it. Mm-hmm. There's nothing there that would prove that wrong. Now, Kelly Turkel says this is being closed. This is closed? The dragon?
No. She's talking about A Bug's Life.
Oh.
This is behind. Yeah.
Okay.
I think, where was it? It's still in Animal
Oh, for Bug's Life, of course.
Yeah, the Bug's Life closed in DCA because it's making way for Marvel's Avengers Campus, which should be open right now.
So everyone, go ahead to smallworldvacations.com
Yes.
and let them know you want to go to Disneyland Paris sooner than later. Even if you just flew to Paris, got off the plane, saw the dragon, and left, totally worth the trip.
Yes. Purple Tink is giving some good advice. On YouTube, type in Disneyland Paris Dragon, and you can see a video. Well, there you go.
But the sheer magnitude can only be truly experienced in person.
Yeah. All right.
All right, everyone. Thanks for weighing in.
Go ahead.
Kenneth Crayley Jr. says, I know this is not Disney, but ever went on the Back to the Future or E.T. or Jaws Universal?
Or Florida.
Yeah.
Yes, last year we finally I rode E.T. at Universal Studios in Florida, because that's still there.
Never been on that ride.
Well, we went
except for that time. Yeah. But
that was trippy, man.
Yeah, but the ride was like so broken down, so antiquated.
It was so fun though. It was very. What, you ride bicycles, right? It's like bicycles.
Yeah.
And you're like in the air. It's a little like Peter Pan. You know, the Peter Pan ride. But you're on bicycles, and it's old.
Yeah.
It needs an update.
Yeah.
Oh.
This just in.
Oh.
According to your mom, according to Google, largest animatronic ever built is T-Rex for the movie Jurassic Park. But are we talking about largest animatronic for a theme park, or just in general?
Check it out, Mom. Google it. We want to know. Does E.T. say your name? Oh, I don't remember that. We just wrote it once.
Huh. I think the soundtrack was just so warped. Gonna say hello, Marcia.
For some reason, I remember rainbows on that ride. Was there a rainbow? Did we like fly over a rainbow?
I don't remember.
Okay.
But Kelly says, but on E.T. in March, we went to Florida.
Marched right under the wire.
Yeah.
Nice. Oh, so Mom says just in general.
Okay.
Hey, look up the largest animatronic in a theme park. Thanks, Mom.
They did have a large animatronic as King Kong, but it was big, but it wasn't the dragon big. It was like is waist up on the Universal Tram ride.
Okay.
Very, very big and impressive for the time.
Okay. All right.
And then I think it burned down.
Oh no! Really?
In that Universal fire many years ago. Oh, it burned.
Okay, so Julie says bigger than that is Ling of Kongs at Carthage Land in Tunisia. Huh.
I don't know what any of that is.
Does that mean King of Kongs? Is that what you meant to type? Ah, King of Kongs, yes. Huh. Okay.
Okay. Good deal. Good deal. All right. So here we go, talking about Hong Kong Disneyland.
Now, if any of you have been there, it's a little buggy. I don't know why. Maybe I have too many tabs open.
Has anyone here ever been to Hong Kong Disneyland?
Yeah, let us know.
Now, we've always had so much fun at Disney Halloween parties, like Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party or the Oogie Boogie Bash.
Oh, last year's Oogie Boogie Bash.
But then again, we've also loved the fright aspect of Universal's Halloween Horror Nights and Not Scary Farm. Now, if there was only a way to mash up fun and frightening...
Let's do it.
Wait.
What?
There was such a way. It did happen. But you won't find it in the States. For this level of Halloween fun, you have to go all the way over to Hong Kong Disneyland.
Oh, man.
Whereas the Disney parks here in the U.S., we started our Halloween celebrations in 1995. Hong Kong Disneyland didn't start their Halloween celebrations until 2006, but that was just with parades. And then their first maze didn't open until the following year in 2007.
Well, but they had a maze.
Not just a maze, a lot of mazes.
What?
So, Main Street Haunted Hotel. This could be found on Main Street. And it opened on September 24th, 2007, and closed October 31st, 2011.
Okay, so it ran from 2007 to 2011.
Yeah, only at Halloween time.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, so this was a walkthrough maze, which was about 10 minutes, as were the rest of these mazes. They're about 10-ish minutes, whereas the Universal or Not Scary Farm, they're about a good 20 minutes.
Really? You think they're that
Yeah.
long?
Oh yeah, yeah. We've timed them before. We have them on video. Now this hotel is haunted by the ghost of Victoria Maxwell, who's been searching for fresh victims since 1889. And this attraction took the original concept of the Haunted Mansion, which was supposed to be a walk-through attraction, and it has live performers, which is what is always missing from these Disney mazes, these DCA or Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween mazes that they have. We need live performers in these.
Yeah.
And these were loaded up with live performers. And this is where you're also going to see unused concepts of having a corpse in a bathtub. Apparently that was a big thing.
Whoa.
That was supposed to be at the original Haunted Mansion, a corpse in a bathtub. And I guess the engineers here just said, hey, let's revise this for some reason. Only this corpse in a bathtub would lunge at you as you would walk by.
Whoa.
And there are other elements that were also inspired by the Haunted Mansion, such as the murderous ghost bride, the piano playing ghost, and changing portraits. And there's also a hanging.
Whoa.
But this time it's in the garden.
Oh, not an elevator.
Mm-mm.
Okay.
And the bellhops, these are the same ones as seen on the Tower of Terror attraction.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. At the end of the maze, guests come to a secret laboratory where they see a man inside of a cage trying to get out, and the cage glows, and the man is electrocuted. So after that, guests make their way back out to Main Street and off to another magical day at Hong Kong Disneyland.
Wow. So this is cool. So it's an actual maze, Main Street Haunted Hotel. Okay. Now, these characters just walked. Well, I guess they're kind of like the mazes at Not Scary Farm.
Yes.
Where you have like characters in each room.
And they're jumping out at you.
Yeah. Wow.
Mm-hmm.
That's so much fun. Why don't they do that over here?
Well, they did it here in the original Haunted Mansion for like a day.
Aww.
And people were just too freaked out.
Oh, that's so sad.
Yeah, I know. That really makes the whole haunted experience, because you never know who's going to lunge out at you.
Yeah.
All right.
All right. Now, while I'm going through this next maze, Skywalkers who are watching right now, have you ever been to a maze at Disney or Knott's or Universal? And tell us about your favorite mazes. Let us know in the comments. All right. So another maze that happened at Hong Kong Disneyland was Demon Jungle. And this ran during Halloween time from 2008 to 2010. And it's found in Adventureland. So here we go. As darkness rises, so do the nocturnal mythical creatures and ghoulish souls exiled for eternity and trapped for centuries. Black magic and ancient incantations have released these beings to once again prowl among the living and instill fear in anyone who dares trespass on their territory. So explore cautiously, as you may come face to face with the many jungle inhabitants as they lie in wait around every cursed corner. As they lie in wait around every cursed corner. Cursed sounds more fun. Okay, so here's the story for this maze in Adventureland. A treasure-seeking explorer once set up camp on a sacred burial ground, but that upsets the demons who seek vengeance on all those who enter. Now the challenge, to find a way out of the jungle. And like on Main Street, the demons here were live performers. And like the Main Street Haunted Hotel, the demons here were live performers. And many looked like they were the mummy. But one looked like a member of the Blue Man group with a grassy collared shirt and a headband of skulls.
Almost like this headband I'm wearing right now with the 2 pumpkins on it. Well, this had a couple of skulls.
Whoa.
And curse them if they did not market those.
Oh, I know.
And I gotta say, this was probably the silliest demon I've ever seen in my life.
Oh, okay. You saw a picture of it?
Yeah. Look at that and go, I want to be scared. But not happening with this one.
Yeah, it sounds very Indiana Jones to me, or even like Jungle Cruise, like if you had to walk through Jungle Cruise and all the animals were like demons or something, right? And over here, Rex Racer says it sounds a bit like Jumanji, which, yeah, I could see that too.
Yeah.
It's like real life Jumanji. How fun.
And the concept art had this big skull. That's where you would enter through the mouth into the caves.
Oh.
Very, very. When I first saw that, I thought it was an Indiana Jones attraction.
That sounds like Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom.
Yeah.
Totally.
So this one here wouldn't have been my favorite.
I think it might have been one of my favorites, just because it does remind me of all that adventure stuff. Mark says the tagline should be, "Come to the jungle. We got fun games to play with your heads."
And we have Blue Man Group zombies. All right, next up we have The Revenge of the Headless Horsemen. And this is located in Adventureland.
Oh,
and
nice.
Opened September 22nd, 2011, and closed on Halloween in 2014. Now, a member of the Adventure Club. Now with this, a member of the Adventurers Club has claimed to have found the head of the fabled Headless Horseman and is presenting it in a sideshow exhibit, provoking the Headless Horseman's wrath.
This is fun.
And now the Headless Horseman takes out his vengeance on the other carnival acts in Thaddeus Oswald's amazing traveling sideshow.
Oh.
This is right up my alley. I've always loved the Headless Horseman.
Okay.
Now, in one part of the maze, a boy is trapped inside of a giant web cocoon and is about to be eaten by a large spider. This is the part where I would have left.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't like being cocooned. I don't like walking into spider webs. And I don't like spiders. I know they're very good for your house. They eat all the bad bugs. But when I was a kid and I saw the fly and I saw the spider coming to eat that fly, the fly he had captured with a human head, freaked me out.
I'm glad I never saw what you're talking about.
Yeah. Looking at it now, it's a very funny effect that they try to pull off. All right. Count Iblis on Facebook is saying, I recall Disney made a cartoon about the Headless Horseman a long time ago. Oh, yeah, and I loved it. I love the fact that Ray Park played the Headless Horseman in the live-action Sleepy Hollow film.
Right. Oh, and speaking of, Bryn, the Disney film about the Headless Horseman is The Adventures of Ichabod and Mr. Toad Last Night. I think that's the adventure that happens right before the Headless Horseman cartoon. It's like a double feature. Cool.
And there's even a nod to the Haunted Mansion in this attraction where the Headless Horseman, he smashes a crystal ball, and who's inside that crystal ball?
Who?
Madame Leota.
Oh, so cool.
Yeah.
Was it the actual Madame Leota, I guess? Yeah,
they never
cool.
said whether it was or wasn't.
Okay.
But you pretty much guessed.
It's a head in a crystal ball.
And it looked like her and sounded like her, so chances are. In another lane of continuity, it was her.
Okay, got it.
Now this puts our Headless Horseman to shame.
Yes.
The one we get in our parks, where it's just a guy on a horse galloping on Main Street while holding a jack-o'-lantern.
Right, and it's before the parade, like the Halloween parade.
Yeah.
So he kind of announces, and you get this kind of spooky music that comes through, and then it goes away again, and you get your Disney music as you wait for the parade.
He's got a very long torso, so this looks like a guy on a horse with a big headdress on. That was kicking off the parade we saw last year when we were at Walt Disney World, and I was so excited to see the Headless Horseman. And he just slowly walked by.
Yeah, he was oh, yeah.
There was no movement, no excitement, no tension in this thing. There's none of the horse rearing up.
Oh.
The lightning effects.
Seriously.
Yes, that would have scared the kids, but it wouldn't have scared me. and I wouldn't have had to gone on this rant. All right, let's move on.
Okay. These mazes sound awesome. I love them.
These mazes make me so jealous.
All right, well, let's go through another maze they had at Hong Kong Disneyland. This maze is called Graves Academy, and it was located on Main Street. And this began in 2012 and ran until 2014 during the Halloween months. And this is the setup. It's set in a demented boarding school where Principal Graves recruits students and turns them into evil creatures. As you walk through this maze, you're threatened not to speak or else face grave consequences. I see what they did there.
Me too. But you gotta read it with more of an ominous tone.
Now, the maze took you through classrooms, a horrifying cafeteria kitchen, because you don't need a maze to make a cafeteria.
I love cafeteria food. What are you talking about?
Well,
best food ever.
Well, it also took you through a gym and the library. And outside of this boarding school was a statue of Alistair Graves, and the statue would come to life, and his eyes would glow red, and his head would move. So cool. And the entrance to Graves Academy once again looked like a mouth with sharp fangs.
I get creeped out when I see moving statues. There was a statue in Boston Common in Boston, and I always knew that this thing moved at night. It was old, it was decrepit, it was that green, what happens when metal turns green, whatever it did there.
Mm-hmm.
It was green, and it was scary looking. Not sure who this was, why he was a statue, but I think I get my fear of statues from this guy.
You didn't read the plaque on the statue?
Read. Oh, you're so silly.
Well, is that anything? So, okay, I have a question for you then. For Las Vegas, remember you go to Caesar's Palace or one of those, and there's the people who act like statues. They're dressed in all in white. Do those people freak you out?
Yes, they do.
Really?
Statues shouldn't move. Why are they moving?
I think they look so cool.
They do, until they move.
Okay.
Now they must have such different standards over there in Hong Kong.
Yes.
A school where kids are tortured? This would never be accepted over here. In the promo picture for this attraction, you see a girl whose mouth is sewn shut.
Whoa.
And she's wearing a dunce cap.
Oh my god!
Not in 2020. You don't do that.
Not in America.
How many tens of thousands of complaints would Disney get just on that opening morning?
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, so Graves Academy, uncheck.
Yeah, this go right below Demon Jungle.
Oh goodness. All right, so Richard, tell us about this next maze.
Okay, now we're getting somewhere with the Nightmare Experiment. This is located at the Pavilion, and this opened on September 15th, 2016, and went through October 31st, 2017 for their Halloween celebrations.
So just 2 years. Okay.
But wait. All right, now things are starting to get real here, okay? This is where horror meets Disney. Do I need to go on?
Yes.
Yes, I do. In this maze, guests are pushed through the office of Professor Wu, who tells everyone that he found a portal that went to a dreamscape that will bring you into the darkest side of Disney realms.
Okay, this sounds like a comic book.
Oh, I wish. And guests would be used as test subjects to see where they could be found in this realm. And now these guests, they're used as subjects to see what could be found in this realm. So already this Professor Wu, not my cup of tea. Now, the first stop is where we find Dr. Facilier, and he's hosting a voodoo performance, but suddenly a shadow figure comes in and makes the doctor disappear, and guests disappear. There you go.
That is so cool. Okay, so now we're bringing in actual Disney villains into these mazes, which makes a lot of sense.
Facilier,
Right, right.
All right, guests were then brought to a cell block as seen in the Pirates of the Caribbean films.
Oh, okay.
And live skeletons would reach out at you as you ran by, and performers would lunge out at you. This is my kind of Disney maze.
Totally.
All right, next stop. This is why it's 10 minutes, because these little vignettes are very, very short. Next, we enter an asylum. Next, we stop at Sid's room from Toy Story.
Yeah.
Where we see his demented toys. A whole attraction could be just built in Sid's room.
No kidding.
And the toys would jump out and scare you. Now, the big hand in the box, we saw that when we went to Hollywood Studios last year. Because because that big prop they used in the maze, they took it out and put it in Toy Story Land.
Okay. Oh, right. Awesome. Dude, and yeah, that's so cool.
Just seeing that doll head, that one doll head.
With the spider legs.
Yeah. Oh, all right. I'm out. I'm out of there. Get me out. Yeah, a spider. See ya. Next, we enter an asylum in the Red Queen's castle, and the White Rabbit would guide the guests to a cell which holds the Mad Hatter, and the Hatter would approach the windows and give evil glares as guests as they went by.
Oh.
When these monsters, or not even a monster, when a person just stares at you, gets you the heebie-jeebies, especially if they're in a cell. But then, wait a minute, the Hatter would come out of the cell and take one unsuspecting guest inside and put them at the head of the table.
Whoa!
And then the Hatter would say that the voices in his head are telling him that his new guest would look great without a head. Now, if I were that guy sitting at the end of the table, I'd be out of there.
See ya.
Yeah. See you later on. Whatever that magic word is, I got to yell to make this stop. That's what I need to do, okay?
Yeah.
And with that, he'd pick up a big pair of shearing scissors and prepare to decapitate the guest. But suddenly, red curtains would fall over the windows and the room was washed in red light. To add to the tension, alarm bells would start ringing. How much would this freak you out?
Very much so.
Yeah, that's the answer I was looking for. Now, the last part...
It's not over?
No. Oh, there's more. The last part was a room, and this is pretty tame, where guests could see the Disney villains that Professor Wu had been watching on big screens, like the witches from various films, and Chernabog from Fantasia, Shere Khan, Ursula, and others.
Wow. Okay, my question is, Professor Wu, is this made up for Hong Kong Disneyland, this maze? And
yes.
It's W-U.
Yes, a brand new character.
Okay, interesting. Well, I love this. I love the fact it's making me think of the Oogie Boogie Bash. Remember when they had that maze walkthrough in the area, what was it, Redwood Creek Trail? Challenge Trail? Yeah, except in the Redwood Creek Challenge Trail, they just had like lights and stuff to symbolize the different villain areas instead of actual characters. So this takes it up a notch.
Oh, this takes it up way, way above what you would think would be Disney standards.
Right.
Now this is really, really scary stuff. And the Mad Hatter, to decapitate someone?
Yeah.
Oh,
that's crazy.
That is very, very crazy.
And now this nightmare experiment, it ran from 2016 to 2017, but then in 2017, right,
it continued with Maze of Madness. The nightmare experiment continues.
Yeah.
Almost like Star Tours. And this ran from September 14th, 2017 to October 31st, 2017.
So these two mazes were going on at the same time.
Now next one.
20.
Oh, Graves Academy.
No. Hold on. Yeah. So these were going on at the same time.
No, this was the next year.
Then it should be 2018.
Okay. So this attraction opened on September 14th, 2018 and went through to October 31st, 2018. And this is also located on Main Street. Now, this takes place a year later, a year after the timeline of the first experiment attraction. And the police have captured and arrested Professor Wu for making the nightmare experiment project, which you would, reasonable. But Wu got lost after entering another unknown dreamscape, so his assistant finds a portal to find the professor and sends in his guests. So his assistant finds a portal to find the professor and sends in all the guests, which means you and all your friends.
Okay.
Get in there and find the professor.
All right, so first, the guests are transported into Stromboli's caravan. All right, we got some Pinocchio in here.
Mhm.
They are welcomed by a clown who tells them to turn their attention to the stage at the center of the room. And here, Pinocchio is locked in chains. And has become a performing slave. He tries to ask the guests for help, but the clown stops him and tells the guests, go to the next room. Oh my gosh.
Now, sensitive viewers, do not look at a picture or a video of Pinocchio in chains. This is probably the most disturbing image of all of these mazes.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
now that I think about it, I mean, watching Pinocchio when they go to the Treasure Island or wherever that island is, like that whole island could be like a scary haunted Halloween maze when people start turning into donkeys.
Mhm.
So I'm really glad they use this property.
Right. Now, from there, guests find themselves in Monsters, Inc.'s Scare Floor F, and Roz tells the CDA that humans have appeared in Monstropolis, and once the CDA finds them, they lead the humans to the next room. This is pretty short.
Yeah. And then the guests encounter the Mad Hatter again and the White Rabbit, and old habits are hard to break as the Mad Hatter is obsessed with a decapitating one lucky guest.
Okay.
And old habits are hard to break because the Mad Hatter is obsessed again with decapitating one lucky guest.
What is with him and decapitation?
Now, what's interesting about this is in Alice in Wonderland, it's always the Red Queen, the
Right,
Queen of
yeah.
Hearts, that's obsessed with off with her head. So it's kind of curious that it's the Mad Hatter versus, what was it, the Queen of Hearts, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's so weird.
Mm-hmm. And finally, guests are brought through the Beast's castle and then to the underworld where they encounter Hades.
I want to encounter Hades. Hades from Descendants 3.
Wait, what?
Hades from Descendants 3 is cool.
I don't know what you're talking
He
about.
can sing.
I don't know what you're talking
It's
about.
fun.
Now, for the most part, like the other mazes, these are all live performers, and I gotta say that the makeup on the Pinocchio performer is fantastic, but don't look at it. It's really creepy.
Okay.
Really, like I said earlier, disturbing.
Did that image stick with you? Are you gonna have nightmares tonight?
I'm having a nightmare right now. And still, I don't know how this is all getting through Disney censors.
Right. Well, it's Hong Kong, I guess.
But kids are now going to see these characters and be terrified when they see them in the movies or on Disney Plus.
Well, okay, so was there an age limit for these mazes?
I think there was just a height limit.
Oh, wow.
I didn't read anything about an age limit.
Okay. Huh.
I don't know why you would be such a height,
Right.
but you did.
Hmm.
So as much as I loved those two Nightmare Experiment mazes, because you get horror and you get Disney and you mash them up, but still, the images, those don't leave you anytime soon.
No. Wow. Okay. Well, is there one more maze?
There's one more maze, and this is Journey to Halloweentown.
Ooh.
And this is located in the Pavilion and opened on September 13th, 2018, and was still going on in 2019. Now, this is a much toned-down maze than the other mazes we had just gone through. And now, the Pavilion is transformed with spooky music, allowing guests to visit Halloweentown, and you see all these iconic characters from A Nightmare Before Christmas.
It's transformed with spooky magic.
What did I say?
Music.
Oh, it was music too.
Okay.
So this maze was in celebration for the film's 25th anniversary.
Ooh.
So you got to go into the town square in Halloweentown, where you're greeted by the mayor, who is an animatronic.
Okay. Well, yeah, his
Yeah.
head flips around.
That's a dead giveaway. Then you venture into Dr. Finkelstein's lab, where Sally, the only English-speaking live performer in this whole maze, and she desperately needs your help in creating a special treat before Dr. Finkelstein returns, and you see his shadow moving up above the planks like you do in the movie.
Oh, cool.
So they do a lot of practical effects within this scene, and that scene really just comes alive.
So it's like walking into the film
Yeah, very much so.
Nightmare Before Christmas.
Very much so.
Wow.
From there, guests see Jack Skellington, who's giving his speech. This is another live performer, but he's speaking Cantonese, so I've got no idea what he's saying. Then you catch Oogie Boogie torturing a live guest, but then Jack comes in and saves the day.
As opposed to a dead guest?
Yes.
Okay,
yeah,
okay.
You're torturing a dead guest and doesn't get you very far.
No.
So they are very big at torturing over there.
Yeah, they are. Wow.
Now, I'm not sure why this wasn't included in our Disney park celebrations here in the US. There's nothing really scary for the kids, and the set recreation of Halloweentown is just fantastic.
Well, except, I mean, Oogie Boogie's lair is scary, honestly. Like, even in the film, it's kind of scary.
Yeah, but you see that in the Haunted Mansion. You saw him up there dancing in DCA's Oogie Boogie Bash.
Yeah, but he doesn't have all these bugs crawling out of him.
All right, so maybe you need to tone down some parts, like maybe not have him torture a live guest.
Right.
Mm-mm. Yeah, you wouldn't have him torture a live person. So you little tweaks like that, and you're good.
But how awesome would that be to walk into Halloweentown?
Oh, I know. And once again, the set recreation is like Cars Land. Where you enter Cars Land at DCA, you think you're walking into the film, and walking into this attraction, it's like you're walking into this stop motion film.
Wow.
And that's the kind of thing I just gush over.
Definitely.
Now, for 2019, they didn't have any new mazes. They just continued some of the other ones and had a lot of dance parties, just like we have.
Yes.
And I'm sure some of these mazes were very expensive to put on, but hey, you set the bar, Hong Kong Disney, you're going to keep it there.
Yeah.
So now, those are all the mazes we found in Hong Kong Disneyland. And after seeing this, I'm not sure I'd ever go back to the US Halloween parties and not feel like we're missing out.
Well, except for Oogie Boogie Bash.
That was fun, but
you want mazes?
I want the Nightmare Experiment.
Oh, I know. Oh.
I want all of that.
They were so cool, though.
So as we wrap this up, I want to add that I guess there was too much screaming during all these mazes throughout the years. So Hong Kong Disneyland posted this challenge in 2013. Hong Kong Disneyland is well known for being the happiest place on earth by providing unending enjoyment, adventure, and excitement that will make it impossible for you to resist the urge to scream. This year, during Halloween, we dare you to get your adrenaline pumping by taking the Scream No More challenge. Come see if you can last an entire visit without releasing even the slightest hint of a scream. We dare you not to scream.
That's hilarious. Why were they upset about screaming?
I don't know.
Doesn't that show that like people are enjoying themselves?
You would think, but I guess the screaming would scare some other people. But this is the worst campaign I have ever seen in my life.
That's so silly.
But wait a minute. If you don't scream during any of the mazes, guess what?
What?
You get a sticker.
Oh my gosh.
You get a sticker to add to your Scream No More passport.
You know what? That will work for me when I was 5. Because at 5, if I took my nap at kindergarten, I would get a unicorn sticker. And you better believe that I pretended to take my nap.
Well, that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you go to a place like this, you're going to want to scream to enjoy yourself.
I know, it's true. Yeah, like Count Iblis says, screaming can be fun sometimes.
And when you get corpses and skeletons lunging at you, you're gonna scream.
Yeah.
As far as I know, with all the research I've done, I haven't seen this campaign go on to any other years. So I guess guests just said, yeah, we don't want your passport or your stickers. Keep it. We want to scream.
Yeah.
And Hong Kong Disneyland was so proud of this campaign, they even did a promo for it.
Wow.
Yes, Kelly. A whole sticker.
That's awesome.
Yeah, and I saw this. I thought, there's no way this can be true. This is just the worst. Who in their marketing department is sleeping on the job?
Yeah. Wow.
So there you go. There's how Hong Kong Disneyland is making us jealous.
Mm-hmm. All right.
All right. So from there in the show, we're gonna roll into the Neverland Clubhouse promo.
That's right, everyone. And you know what? If you are in the comments right now,
Could be a cultural differences, Bryn.
very much so. Yeah, that's so crazy. Let me see. Where is our link? I'm gonna share it with you guys in the comments.
What are you sharing?
I'm sharing the link to the Neverland Clubhouse in Apple Podcasts because I have it. All right, you guys. So you can subscribe to the brand new Neverland Clubhouse podcast hosted by Courtney and Kelly Turkel. And you can now subscribe, and the newest episode, the first full episode will come out October 13th.
Is that a week from today?
Yes.
A week from today.
A week from today. Yay. And I checked, it's up on Overcast, because that's what I use. And I think it's up on, Spotify, right? We found that was up on Spotify. So yeah, just search your favorite podcatcher for Neverland Clubhouse. It should be available very soon.
Woohoo! Now, on with the show.
Okay, let me find it. Where is it? Nope.
Okay.
Here we go. Okay, here we go. We want to thank all of you who are part of the Skywalking Force. It is because of you that we're able to grow the Skywalking Network and create new content for you. The Neverland Clubhouse is just one example, and we are working on adding 2 more new podcasts to the Skywalking Network. Woo, there's your little tease. Now, each month we give a shout out to all the members of the Skywalking Force. So thank you to Anthony Kakias,
Bryn McKinnon. Hey, Bryn.
Carl Fox,
Carol.
Chickafant,
Christopher Marino.
Courtney Turkel,
Dave Kerwin.
Derek Beebe,
Dora Speck.
Garrett Sessions,
Glenn Stein.
Jeff Long,
Jennifer Cole.
The Hunt Family,
Jess Walls.
John Liang,
John Zoncanaro.
Jonathan Heil,
Jonathan Marquin.
Julie Caruana,
Kelly Turkel.
hi Courtney and Kelly, Laura Bryce,
Michael Corbett.
Mike Sanders,
Mike Ward.
Chad Pennycuff,
Nancy Steinman.
Patrick Pine,
Patty Hammond.
Peter and Norma Heitman, hi parents,
Reynold Gobey.
Scott Carmichael,
Scott Hume.
Terry Lee,
William Magalio.
and Wynn Patterson. Did I mess up Scott Carmichael? Okay. Oh my gosh, Skywalkers. As part of the Skywalking Force bonus content, we've also added some behind the scenes posts. So head over to Patreon and check those out if you're a member. As we created the Neverland Clubhouse logo and the podcast jingle, we shared that process with all of you guys on our Patreon. So if you're interested in becoming part of the Skywalking Force, head to skywalkingforce.com and check out all the different levels of content. We want to welcome you all and thank you. Okay.
Okay, Mark says, hey guys, good show, but I have to go.
Oh.
And he'll listen to the playback. He'll listen to the playback, so we're going to put in some sound clips.
Oh yeah, lots
from
of
some
stuff.
of these mazes.
Yeah. Woohoo. Okay, cool. And yeah, Bryn subscribed.
Woo!
Woo!
One of your first subscribers.
Thanks, Purple Tank. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you. Come back next week.
Yeah. All right, well, we're on the outro, so there you have it.
Well, that wraps up episode 304 of Skywalking Through Neverland. We want to thank all of you Skywalkers for watching the live stream today and listening to the show every single week.
We'd also like to thank our sponsor, Small World Vacations, for their continued support. Are you thinking of a trip to Disney parks? Perhaps Hong Kong Disneyland?
Or Disneyland Paris to see the dragon?
Oh, well, you can fill out a Get a Quote form at smallworldvacations.com today. Their vacation planning service is free of charge, so check it out and tell them that Skywalking Through Neverland sent you.
And that you want to see the dragon.
Yes.
Do you love Skywalking Through Neverland?
And yes.
And want more content?
Uh-huh.
Well, consider becoming a member of the Elite Skywalking Force. That's our Patreon. Bonus content begins at only $5 a month. So head over there to skywalkingforce.com and have a look at all the options.
Yeah. And thank you to those of you who are already part of the Skywalking Force.
Skywalking Force. Now, we are part of the Skywalking Network,
Skynet,
where you can find other great shows like Talking Apes,
classic Marvel Star Wars comics,
the Max Effects Podcast,
and now the Neverland Clubhouse.
Woo!
Join us for Pop Culture Trivia Thursdays. And you'll be able to find that link in our show notes. Or if you're subscribed to our weekly newsletter, the link is right there in the newsletter. And the sign-up form is available in our show notes if you want to get that weekly newsletter.
Going to have a lot of Halloween categories this week. Oh. Now, you can also find us at jedinews.co.uk and at Bantha Tracks.
We are at Skywalking Pod for Twitter and Instagram and TikTok, sort of. We also have our Facebook group where you can search Facebook for Skywalking Through Neverland group, request to join, and then make sure you answer the questions that pop up. We have a few people who have requested to join or been invited to join but have not answered the questions, and we cannot let you in. So please make sure to answer those questions. You can also email us. We are share@skywalkingthrough.neverland.com. And also, we love your Apple Podcast or Stitcher reviews. Please keep those coming.
Mm-hmm. And in fact, we'll wait right here while you put us on pause and go write us a review. Mm-hmm. Now we got to wrap up now.
Now, don't forget to stick around for bloopers, lots of bloopers, and other fun bits of conversation that didn't make it into the show. And always remember,
don't taunt the dragon.
Oh, but taunt it because you want to see.
And forget that Stitch's greatest escape ever
existed.
Ever existed, yes.
Yeah, we want to meet you too, Purple Tink.
Yes, yes. Where do you live, Purple Tink?
Yeah.
As we wrap up the show.
Awesome.
Wow. You can press that.
I will.
Oh.
Hour 15 minutes, not bad.
Oh.
Goodness, guys. Well, yay.
We got a lot of Skywalkers from the LA area.
Mm-hmm.
Turkells, Bryn.
Yeah, well, we can do meetups again.
Mm-hmm.
We got to do some meetups, guys.
Yeah, where's everyone from?
Yeah. Let us know. I know we got some people, in here. Let's see. Mad Hatter. You're from the Mad Hatter? No. Oh, no, Christopher.
Hi, guys.
Just finished.
Bye, guys.
Yeah, you're late. We just finished recording. You're funny. Oh, my gosh.
Who's the Mad Hatter?
Well, let's see. Hey, I don't know. We're like 30 seconds behind, so we have to wait for the stuff to come in. These look cute on you too.
You ain't getting these back. What? You said I could wear them.
For now. I want them.
Mm-mm. You can't take them. You can't take them. You can't. She can take them. She can take them.
See?
I think they look better on me.
Maybe with your colors right now, they look better. Stop. What are you doing? Virtual trick-or-treat vid.
Oh, that'd be awesome, Bryn. Oh, we didn't mention that.
Yeah. Oh, no. Whoops. Should we record?
Yes, we should.
Okay.
Thank you. Thank you, Bryn, for the reminder.
Oh, San Fernando. Okay.
Oh, San Fernando?
Wow, we really need to do some meetups. Well, okay,
Well,
so
yeah,
make
if
sure,
only.
Purple Tank, you follow us on like social medias, like Skywalking Pod, or because we'll be like announcing any meetups we do. I don't know when, maybe January or something, but
Yeah. Oh, you can meet up on Thursday. Every Thursday we meet up for pop culture trivia.
Yes, and that'll be here. So subscribe to YouTube because you'll be able to find it there. Okay, so I'm gonna hit record again. Excuse me. All right. Do we have notes? Should we go into it? Okay.
What date did we say?
17th?
Okay.
No, 21st? You said the 21st.
Okay, 21st.
Yeah, which I need to change that then on our, you know what? Hold on.
You recording?
Yep. Okay, go ahead.
All right, Skywalkers, we have an update on our virtual trick-or-treating 2020 and Haunted Mansion stitched projects. We're going to extend the deadline to October 21st. And that's when you can submit your clips, because after that, we only have 10 days, or a couple of days, really. Well, after that, we only have a couple of days to post it up on YouTube to be available for Halloween week.
Exactly.
And why did I pick October 21st?
What?
Carrie Fisher's birthday.
Oh, I love that.
Yes. So we need all of your clips, the virtual trick-or-treating. Go to our website, skywalkingtoneverland.com.
Yeah, right there on the tab, there's a tab that says Halloween 2020. Just click on that, and you can see both posts for either the Haunted Mansion Stitched project or the virtual trick-or-treating project, and you can join one or both, and we'd love to see your 30 to minute clips, 30 to 60 second clips. Yeah.
Let's bring the fun back to Halloween 2020.
Okay, cool.
Okay.
Woo!
So Purple Tank, she's got a channel where I've done 200 videos.
Nice.
You know what? Why don't you submit a video for our Halloween project?
Yeah.
It's a trick-or-treat video where we just need all these videos we're going to edit together of people trick-or-treating, people coming to your door.
Yeah.
So it's the point of view of people outside your door, and you're going to open the door, and you can be whoever you want.
You know what? I will post a link right now in the comments.
Great. And they were also recreating the Haunted Mansion. So if you like to produce videos, this is right up your alley.
Yeah.
We just put the link in the chat.
Yeah, that'll be to both of these projects, which we want to just have a really fun time with everyone.
Tank 007, what is your YouTube channel? Go ahead and throw that out there.
Well, it's probably Purple Tank 007.
Go ahead and look it up.
Okay. But
please.
That's done recording. Okay.
What kind of videos do you do? I guess we'll find out in a second.
I do the shows fireworks parades.
There you are.
Yay. Oh, yeah. Lots of them. The Red Car Newsboys. Oh, I love the Newsboys. Yay. I love the Newsboys so much. Uh-oh, we moved this over so now they can see our shadows.
They know that we're really not at Disneyland. Good stuff there, Purple.
Yeah, love it.
007. You got a lot of
fun videos.
Oh,
lots of good stuff.
Star Wars Day. Candlelight
Procession.
2014.
Nice. Awesome. Well, we hope you like our background. We hope we brought you a bit of Disney fun today. I know I enjoyed it.
Yes.
Yay.
Oh, excuse me.
Well, I think that's our time to go, isn't it? All right.
Why you're not at Disneyland?
What? You're not at Disney? Oh, yeah, we sneaked in.
Yeah, we did. See, there's no one else here.
Yeah.
No one else here.
We sneaked in.
We're here at the head of Main Street. See? Oh, nope. You didn't see that, did you? All right, good. So we're gonna pan around and. Yeah.
Don't look there.
I'm breaking the illusion. Never mind. We're at Disneyland.
Quit touching my computer. No. All right, you guys. Well, yay.
All right, big Wookiee hugs to everybody.
Yeah. Hugs. Bye, everyone.